Hey everyone, happy Monday. It's Thanksgiving week. How exciting is that? I hope you guys have been able to check out the recipes that we've been posting for Thanksgiving, and I'm hoping that you guys will try some of them. I'm really curious to see what you think. A couple things this week before I want to get into like the nitty gritty. So every year, Black Friday week, Beachbody releases sale items. So there are tons of programs on sale, tons of other things like apparel. I haven't checked out the full list yet, but there's a lot of stuff on there, way more than there has been in the past, and a lot more like newer stuff too. So that's really exciting. I know that Rebecca's been talking about it, but Hammer and Chisel is going to be on sale, so that's huge because it's like a newer program. It's an awesome program. I've done it. She's done it. It's just awesome. So anyway, so that will be going live today at I think it's 10 a.m. and I'm not sure if that's Eastern time or Pacific time. I'm going to say that it might be Eastern time, but I know that everything is supposed to be live. They're going to kind of start rolling it out in waves, but everything is supposed to be live by 12 p.m. And I want to say that's Pacific time. I'm not sure though, but we will definitely provide you with a link for that, so that you guys can take advantage. Maybe you have a next program on your mind that you would like to try, or you can ask us what you think would be good for you to move on to for the next program. But don't feel like you have to pick a new program. Usually people do 2 or 3 rounds of the same program before they even move on, so that they can get the most out of their initial program before they try and overwhelm themselves with a new program. The nice thing is, a lot of these programs use the containers with the 21-day fix or very similar nutrition plan. So it's not like you're going to be learning something completely new. You'll have to forgive me. My cold came back, so I sound terrible. I've been coughing all night. Anyways, so this is week 3 of our group, which is really exciting. We've come a long way. So it's just the start of week 3, but I think it's pretty exciting. So with this being Thanksgiving, I want you guys to remember portions. And I know I've talked about it before, and I posted the video, I think last Wednesday, about, keep being mindful of your portions. While you're not going to be 100% on Thanksgiving, because we don't want you guys to miss out on some of the fun stuff that like your family makes. But we want you to just be mindful of what you're eating. So if you can, use a smaller plate. And then that will make you feel like you have a full plate. Or if you have to use a big plate, just keep everything kind of in like a 50%, 50 to 60% of that plate. And that way, you only have that space to fill. If you want to get crazy, you can bring your containers, but I know that's kind of weird. But yeah, just kind of eyeball what you have, and then, try to stay away from adding a lot of sauce, salt, that kind of thing. Also, dessert-wise, probably, use the 2-bite rule. If there's a lot of like appetizers and things like that, you can use the 2-bite rule. So for like holidays and get-togethers, that's something that I learned from one of our upline coaches. She will take 2 small bites of something that she's really craving, so that she can kind of get rid of the craving and move on. So yes, try to use that this week. And then don't skip your workouts. Please do your workouts, even on Thanksgiving, unless like for some reason you're like leaving really early, or try to get it in the night before, or do like if you want like a 10-minute workout just to get your heart rate going, to burn some calories. If you're going to be traveling or something like that, you could do that. But also know that you have your Beachbody On Demand available. If this is your first month, with your challenge pack, you get a free month of Beachbody On Demand, which means that you can stream it on your iPhone, your iPad, I think your iPod, if you have an Apple Watch, if you have like a laptop, or you can use, if you have like a Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or a Chromecast, you can also stream on there. I know it's not available for Android devices. I think that'll be coming soon. I know it's a bummer, but hopefully if you have something else with like an internet connection, or like an Apple device, that would work. So anyhow, But yeah, don't skip your workout, and we can always provide you with like a quick 10-minute workout that you can do if all else fails. No equipment required. But I want you guys, when you're getting together with family and friends, I want you to brag about yourself a little bit. And I don't want you to seem like vain, but I want you guys to talk to your family and friends, and I want you to like keep them up to speed with like what you've been doing. So tell them about, you know, how your nutrition has changed. Tell them about how you work out. You know, you follow a schedule and you work out with it, and how much better you feel after it. Tell them about Shakeology. Tell them about all the wonderful things about Shakeology, and how it's like this full meal, and it's not a protein powder, and it's like super healthy, and how it's made you feel, if it's made you feel like you're more energized. Like, talk about it. You need people to applaud you for the good things that you're doing. So if you haven't been talking about it on social media, or talking about it with your friends and family already, tell them about it. Tell them how great it is. Maybe they'll want to join you. That's the best part. Like, I actually started, when I started my journey on the 21 Day Fix, I started telling my friends and family about it. And they were like, kind of watched me for a little bit, and they wanted to see what results I was having. And then when they saw how great they were like, oh, I would try this too. You know, I've been trying a lot of things that haven't been working, and, you know, I'm a little skeptical, but it seems like it's working for you, so I think I'll try it out too. And it kind of spiraled from there. I have so many family and friends that have been doing it. Even my 70-year-old mother does it. It's great. So it's like sharing the love of fitness and healthy habits. So which is, you know, part of why I became a coach, because I saw that just by communicating, you know, how these programs are beneficial and running these challenge groups, I was able to help people, you know, finally get healthy, or finally lose weight, or tone up, or get them ready for a marathon because they need to strength train on top of their running. But these are things that, you know, you can talk to your family and friends about, and it'll make a nice conversation starter. Because, like, you know, sometimes you get together with family you don't see very often, and it's kind of awkward because you don't know what to talk about. Start talking about Beachbody. I mean, you guys check in every day. This is kind of like a big part of your life now, so it is something that you could talk about. But I want you guys just to know that we think you are awesome, and you are doing such a good job. I would like to see the check-ins go up. I know it's tough this time of year. I'm super busy too. Both of my kids are in activities. One of them has 2 that he's in. And then, you know, work and coaching and shopping and planning. We're hosting Thanksgiving this year, and it's my husband's birthday on the 27th. So we are busy. But I know that doing well for me and making sure that I have my workout in and that I'm eating healthy is in turn going to be able to get me through all the things that I have to do. And if I can't take care of me, then I can't take care of anyone else. And you have to remember that. And even if you don't have kids, like, you have to take care of you so that you can take care of where you live. Maybe you have pets, maybe, you know, wherever you work, so that you can get through the day. Your health comes first, guys. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. So that's why this is so important. It's not just about trying to get fit or whatever. Working out is really healthy. Your heart is a muscle, and you need to exercise that muscle, or else you know, you can get sick, and it gets tired just like any other muscle. So just remember that all these things that you're doing are really good for your body, and you're going to be able to in turn fight off like viruses and illnesses better, because of that. When I was weightlifting a few months ago, and I think I kind of pushed myself a little bit hard, and I got like this real bad tightness in my chest. But I had been doing that movement for a long time, and I didn't think anything of it, and it kept getting tighter and tighter, and I was having a hard time breathing, and it kind of moved to my back. So I ended up calling my doctor, and she's like, I think you're having a heart attack. So I'm like, what? So I could barely breathe, and they made me go to the ER. And I, after running all kinds of like EKGs and stuff like that, they're like, you know, everything seems fine. They gave me a CAT scan because they wanted to make sure I didn't have like a blood clot. So they were like, this is just really bizarre. We don't understand what's going on. So I'm like, well, that's reassuring, right? So then as a secondary thing, after I went home that day, they had me come back the next day to do a stress test. And if you've ever done a stress test, they're not easy. So they put you on a treadmill. and they keep increasing the speed. So they start you off like a slower walking pace, and then they increase speed and they increase the incline, and they keep doing that. So every time they increase the incline, they increase the speed. So, and that gets really hard. So especially like if you're having a hard time breathing, which I was at the time. You see my dog. He thinks he's a lap dog. It makes it really hard, especially like I'm a runner and stuff, but I have bad knees, so like that incline really is tough for me. So anyhow, I made it pretty far actually, and then I was like, all right, I can't go anymore, I'm good. So, but what happened was they were able to show me that I passed that stress test with flying colors. They're like, we could tell that you work out on a regular basis, the way that your heart rate and your blood pressure reacts to the physical activity. So basically, my heart rate went up gradually, and it stayed like once I maxed out at the height and the speed that I said I could go, my heart rate stayed at the same level. And then when they started slowing me down to a regular walk again, they said that it came down perfectly. So basically, what happens is, exercise is stress, but it's a good stress for your heart. It's like, good exercise. So what happens is, though, if you aren't regularly working out and not eating healthy, it's harder for your heart to be able to go up and down like that. So like if you had to quickly, God forbid, run into the road because like your dog or your kid or something like went to go chase a ball or something in the middle of the road and there was a car coming, you need to make sure that you are in a good position to be able to go and get that. So that's why this is so important. But anyways, so that was just like, it was really good to hear, and they said keep up the good work, and so it ended up being that from the weightlifting my chest got really tight because it was a chest day, and it actually like popped in like 10 places like 3 days later, and I was like, oh, I can breathe. So I definitely slowed it down from there. I don't really do a whole lot of weightlifting anymore, kind of don't have a lot of time, but Core de Force has given me a great workout for my arms anyways. There's some good push-ups in there, even modified if you can't do full push-ups. But anyhow, so I just want to reinstate how important this group is. So I hope you guys have an awesome week. I know that check-ins will probably be a little less frequent just because you might be traveling, but try and check in if you can. I'd love to see, maybe take a selfie with your family. If you have your Shaco with you, take a selfie with that. But yeah, talk to people about it. It really is awesome, and just, sharing what has helped you is, you would always give a family member or a friend like a good tip, right? And that's basically what it is. So I hope you guys have an awesome week. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Safe travels if you're traveling. And if you need a quick 10-minute workout, if you've made it to the end of this very long video, please let myself or one of the other coaches know, and be more than happy to provide that for you. Okay? Or a link for the free 30-day trial of On Demand if you'd like to try that. Maybe even try a workout like size or something fun with your family and friends while you're visiting for Thanksgiving. Okay? Have a fantastic Monday, and keep